Hey folks, Scott here, Open-Minded Movie Man, coming to you with another movie review. And it's of the 3D computer animated Christmas comedy film, Dr. Seuss's The Grinch. It's actually the third adaptation of this story by Dr. Seuss. And yes, I've seen the short animated film. I remember liking it. And there's the second one, the live action one with Jim Carrey that came out almost 18 years ago. I remember thinking that one was okay. I think it got criticized for being too mean-spirited or something like that, but I could be wrong on that. So, anyway, overall, I like the film. I haven't really seen an animated movie in quite some time. It's never really been my thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like animated films in general. You know, not a whole lot, but I like a few. And I figured I'd give this one a chance because I was going to see a different film. One of them was Widows with Viola Davis. I can't remember the other one. I mean, they were still available, but I had to sit pretty close to the screen, and I didn't want to do that. So there's no way in hell I was going to do that. And also, this one at least I had a chance to sit in towards the back, and I was not going to be close to the screen. Sorry, I'm itching a little bit, but anyways. But like I said, the cast that we have here in this film, it stars Benedict Cumberbatch as the Grinch. You have Rashida Jones voicing one of the Cindy Who's mom, Donna Lou, and you have some actress by the name of Cameron Seeley. I don't know anything about that actress, so. And then we have Kenan Thompson, who voices Burklebum, I guess. He's the very jolly good citizen of Whoville. He was the one that wants to have all the Christmas decorations, lights, etc. You name it. And then we also have Angela Lansbury. I could have swore it was definitely her, and this now confirms it. So it's good to see Angela Lansbury, still doing some voice acting. So I salute you, Angela. You're one hell of an actress for sure. I mean, she also did the voice of the teapot in Beauty and the Beast. And, oh yeah, let's not forget Murder, She Wrote. I remember watching a few of those episodes. I didn't watch every one of them, but I remember liking a few, maybe one day, maybe I might get the entire season if it hasn't been released already. So, anyway, I think overall this film kind of follows the basic same structure. It's about a Grinch, always getting very bitter around Christmas. He's not always the most giving or caring about it. But they do, change a few things or add a few things here. The things they added, of course. Like, they show him, running out of food in the beginning, and him and his dog Max have to go get some, and then when he's at the store, he's not the most kindest person ever, because he's the Grinch. He steals the lady's pickles, eats one of them, thinks they're disgusting, spits it out, and puts them in another cart or something, another customer's cart. And then some lady's trying to reach for something, and the Grinch grabs it like he's going to give it to her, but instead he takes it for himself. So yeah, stuff like that. And apparently he has the change. I'll get to it. The change is for example, he lives next to a neighbor, Bricklebum. And he's always jolly, always in the Christmas spirit, and we all know, of course, the Grinch isn't. So he interacts with him, for the brief amount of time. So that's something they've changed. Also, they changed the reason why, the Grinch isn't so fond of Christmas. We later learn in his youth, he was abandoned in this orphanage. He was neglected and always lonely, and no one was around him. So I kind of don't mind that change. I like the fact that they added that. I believe in the 2000 live action one, the reason why he was the Grinch is because people basically made fun of him. So there you have it. That's what I mostly remembered out of the Carrey one. But it always has both always end happily. But also, in the changes he makes, he tries to recruit this moose named Fred to try to be one of his reindeer. And eventually, when he realizes that Fred has a family, or has a mother and a child, he actually shows that he has a little bit of heart and lets him go to be with his family. So it shows, the Grinch, isn't without having some heart too, but but despite all that, the story says his heart's still 2 sizes smaller than it should be. So, and then we also get to see that the other change, I think they make him. He's a bit more of an inventor in here. I don't know if he was like that in the original short animation cartoon. If he was, they didn't really fully expand on it like they did here. Like he invents, machines. Like he also has machines that, or that he invents like whenever he needs breakfast and stuff like that, or a coffee maker. Like they show whenever he was trying to recruit Fred, Fred was, staying with him, and he somehow manages to make the Grinch's coffee taste a little better than it normally does, I think. It's been almost a week since I've seen it. I saw it on Tuesday, and I think if you check back in my previous review of Overlord, you'll know why. So, yeah. But anyways, he decides he's gonna, typically he's gonna make Max his reindeer like he did in the previous two, and so he invents this bag of some kind. That can withstand and hold a lot of gifts and the eventual Christmas decorations that he'll take off, which is what he does. We also get to see a little interaction of the Who's, like Cindy Lou, doesn't mind Christmas, but you know what? She's not all about wanting gifts. She just wants something special for her mom, because her mom, Donna Lou, is always overworked, always trying to help other people. And she basically wants, a better life for her mom. And I kind of like how the film kind of touched upon that aspect. And I thought it was something new and refreshing, because I don't think that was ever the case in the other two adaptations. So, but anyways, eventually, he gets his sleigh going, gets all the gifts, the Christmas decorations. The bag's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and he eventually comes across Cindy Lou, and she tells him, Santa, I want something different from my mom. I don't really want the gifts. And he's kind of taken back by that. But nevertheless, he sends her on her way, gives her, whatever it was, I guess. It's not even important. But anyways, he sends her on her way to bed, and eventually he takes all the decorations and the gifts and all that stuff. And eventually, eventually the Who's get out, and they're quite surprised and shocked. But then they all come to, realize, it's not about having the gifts, but it's the joy of giving, being around family members, and respecting one another no matter what. So that's the theme of the movie. Of course, the Grinch hears this whenever he hears the song, and it's actually a positive song, but he realizes that it causes his heart, of course, to triple in size. And then of course, since the sled was sitting on the edge of the mountain, I guess, he almost loses it, of course. But then this time, however, Fred comes by and helps him out and pulls the sled back. And then eventually the Grinch himself decides he's going to, deliver the presents back. And this time he admits that he stole all of them, because he admits that he was wrong and admits the theft and apologizes, and then decides to go back to his cave and all that. That's something I don't think the previous films ever really did, or at least the first one. But anyways, Cindy Lou, who interacted with the Grinch, eventually tracks him down, says, shows that he realizes he has some heart to him, and decides to invite him to a Christmas at her house, or Christmas gathering, which he eventually agrees and attends. And we also get to know, and then he, of course, the Grinch admits that it wasn't really Christmas he disliked. He just was really bitter about being lonely and abandoned and neglected, and now that he definitely knows that he found his positive path in life, and decides it's going to be about kindness and love, and about the things we love most or need. Anywho, I guess what would be the cons? I don't know what to say. What the cons would be maybe as a whole it doesn't offer a whole lot new. It's still basically the same thing, but the pros, I guess, where they did change things a bit. I like how they try to expand on Cindy Lou and Donna Lou and their family. I guess the con was maybe they could have expanded on that a little further. It's not a very long film. It's actually shorter than the live action film. This was only 86 minutes, about an hour and 26 minutes. The other one was with Jim Carrey was about an hour and 45 minutes. So I guess they kind of expanded on that film a bit more. But I haven't seen that film in quite some time. But other than that, I guess the pros were all the voice acting was done very well. I think Benedict Cumberbatch was able to handle the role of the Grinch pretty well, and the animation was great. It's from the same people. Forget what their name. It's Illumination Entertainment. I guess they did animation for the Lorax, and they may have done a couple other films. I'm not really sure, but yeah. So the animation was pretty good. I don't think they could have done any better. They at least stuck, true to the, how the Grinch looks, the green and all that good stuff. And I don't know what else to say, but if you're in the mood for some family home entertainment, and if you want, a classic readaptation of Dr. Seuss's book, give it a go. I guess out of 5, maybe 4. There wasn't a whole lot of negatives about this film. Just, I'll admit I don't see a whole lot of animated films, but I definitely would give this a go if I were you. If you have children, go ahead and go see it. There's no harsh language in there. I mean, it does have a few funny moments. Maybe that's one of the cons. Maybe it could have had a few funny moments because they said it was a comedy, and I didn't really think it was hardly a comedy. But anywho, that's my opinion, and I overall enjoyed it, and I think you will too. I don't think there's anything more I can say about this film. So, but yeah. I think that's going to do it for me. As far as I know, I don't know what other movie reviews I'm going to be doing. I'll just play it by ear. All right. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.